4 years. That's how long she's been trying to lose the weight she gained after her last baby. She's a high-performing woman. She's delivered results in her life that most people would only dream about. But this one thing has eluded her for years, for 4 years. And she told me, I feel like I've failed. I don't know what's wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with her. And nothing is wrong with you either. The problem isn't your discipline. It's not your schedule. And it's not even your goal. The problem is that you haven't made a decision. We've been taught that the gap between where we are and where we want to be is a discipline gap. That if we pushed harder, wanted it more, woke up earlier, that we'll get there. But that is not how it works. Willpower is real, yeah, but it has a shelf life. It works for a week, maybe 2 weeks, then it collapses because there is no structure that is holding up. You are relying entirely on how you feel. And how you feel changes every single day. In fact, from time to time within a day. Let me give you an example. Think about Ramadan. 30 days, no food, no water, many other pleasures not allowed from dawn to sunset. Millions of Muslims complete this every single year. Not because they have superhuman willpower, but because the month itself is designed for it. There are legislated guardrails, a community structure that carries you through whether you feel like it or not. So the decision for Ramadan, for you to fast Ramadan, is made once. Then the structure does the rest. So that is exactly what is missing when you keep circling a goal without ever landing on it, without actually executing it and finishing it. That distinction, is what I'm going to talk about right now. The distinction between a goal and a non-negotiable decision. What's the difference? A goal is an outcome that you want. It might be important, it might not be important. A non-negotiable decision is an outcome that you commit to because the cost of not deciding has become too high to bear. You don't make a non-negotiable decision because you are motivated. You make it because you're done. You're done circling. You're done negotiating with yourself. You're done waking up another year from now in the same place. So there's another piece, and this one matters just as much. What does it mean for something to actually matter to you? Not what you say matters, not what looks good on paper, but what you are willing to reorganize your life around. Because change requires reorganization, and reorganization is uncomfortable. Think of the C-suite executive who says that family is her priority, but she hasn't been to a single one of her son's football matches this season. She has not been unwilling. She has just been unstructured. What truly matters is revealed in not in what you declare, but in what you are willing to rearrange. So when these two things come together, what genuinely matters to you, right, on one hand, and the cost of not deciding that has become unbearable, you hit what I call your claim point. That is where inevitability begins. Once you have hit your claim point, the next question is, what holds the commitment? Because intention is not enough. The woman who has decided to fast outside Ramadan had good intentions, but there was no structure to carry her through 30 days of fasting outside Ramadan when the feelings wore off. This is exactly what Claimwork is built to do. Claimwork is not a productivity system. It's not a vision board exercise. It's an environment that is deliberately designed to make your goal structurally impossible to abandon. It works through 5 layers. Clarity. First layer. So that you stop pursuing what looks important and start pursuing what is actually true for you right now. Leverage. The second one is identifying the resources that you already have now, but you can't see. It's not about acquiring more, but about removing the blind spots that are in place right now. The third one is authority, which is communicating with directness, the directness that gets you what you need from people around you. And then income, the fourth one, is about creating the options that make commitment sustainable over time. And then mastery, the last layer, is your holistic well-being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. This is what makes the decision durable. You are able to keep holding up that decision continuously. So each layer removes something that is standing between you and inevitability. So together, they make the goal structurally impossible to abandon. So here's what she ended up with. The woman who came to me frustrated after 4 years. A plan specific to her, built on her clarity, her leverage, her own way of moving through the world. And for the first time, she had conviction in the plan. Not certainty that everything will go perfectly, certainty that she had decided. So the internal negotiation went quiet. The goal was no longer up for debate. If you're watching this and you recognize yourself in what I've described, if there's a goal you've been circling for longer than you want to admit, I want to ask you something. Have you actually decided? Or have you been hoping that one day the motivation will arrive and carry you there? Because continuing to circle is a choice, and it is keeping you exactly where you are. If you are ready to stop circling and make the decision, I have something for you. It's called the claim session. It's where we get specific. What your claim point is, what's been standing between you and the decision, and what work looks like built around your life. The link is in the description below. Click it, read what's there. If it's for you, you'll know. I'll see you there. Assalamu alaikum.